All right. Good morning, Mike. Mike Washaleski.
Washaleski, you're
That's
close.
we say Mike W in this
Mike W,
office.
so does everybody else.
We're doing a little videotape for Orlando. Dana and I are going to be speaking there in a few weeks. And you literally are probably our most successful 8 Weeks to Wellness patient ever.
That's great.
So we're very excited about that. So just a couple questions. What brought you to 8 Weeks to Wellness?
Okay. I came sort of around the bend to get here, but this all started because I had a cardiologist who was extremely late for an appointment. And I'm sort of trying to be precise, so I showed up on time, and my cardiologist kept me waiting in the office for about an hour and a half, and I got more and more upset as I was waiting and waiting. When I finally got in, the young woman said to me, okay, well, how's it going? And I said, I want to change. I got to try to figure out how to lose this weight. And she looked at all my numbers because I got tested for just about everything very frequently. And she said, you don't have anything to worry about. Your numbers are fine. Just keep going. And I didn't want to keep going. So I was angry. I was upset for waiting. And I basically fired her at that moment. I said, thanks, but no thanks. This isn't what I want to do. I walked out of the office and I went looking for another cardiologist. I had very good experience on another thing I had with the University of Pennsylvania doctors, so I went to Penn Medicine, found a cardiologist near my house, and Dr. Hyrick, who's from UPenn. I went in and I asked him, I posed exactly the same question. I said, I don't want to be like this, I have to change. I was very heavy and I just wanted to change. And his question to me was, how aggressive do you want to be with this? And I told him I want to be as aggressive as it takes because I really want to change. He sent me to you, and I think you'll even remember we talked on the phone because he told me, talk to Dr. Denise, she'll square you away. So I talked to you on the phone. We had a conversation. The concept was intriguing, and I figured that I could do anything for 8 weeks. So I came in and gave it a shot, and I mean the results, the numbers speak for themselves. The way I feel.
How many pounds are you down?
Right now, I'm down about 56 pounds.
Fantastic.
So I'm aiming for another 6 or 7, but that's going to take me a little longer.
And some medications have changed.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's important. I guess that was the other issue. Every day, if you sat around our house and you'd laugh because I used to call them my old man pill containers because I take a lot of supplements just normally, which is good, but I also took about 7 prescriptions, 3 for type 2 diabetes and 4 for blood pressure, and 3 for blood pressure and 1 for cholesterol. The decision-making process really all revolved around whether or not I could sustain this. I'm 52 now, and I just had visions of being another 40 years of taking an ever-increasing pile of prescription meds, and I decided that wasn't for me. I've said it before, it wasn't sustainable. It's not
right, you've said that to me before, and to Dr. Dane, because we a lot of times ask, what's the one defining reason or moment why you did this program, and you said that it just wasn't sustainable.
Right, my life as it was not sustainable. So it was a vat of pills in the morning, a smaller cup in the afternoon with an afternoon meal. But since this has happened, I'm completely off Lipitor. 2 of the 3 diabetes meds are gone. One that by the way, I also changed endocrinologists in the process because my one endocrinologist told me that you're a diabetic, you'll always be a diabetic, get used to being a diabetic. And while I might be a diabetic, the UPenn endocrinologist has helped me, along with all this weight loss, to treat it significantly more effectively. So I'm down to more a med that she says that she gives to pre-diabetics just to make sure that they stay okay. So that's perfectly sustainable for me. And of the Lipitor's gone, and of the 3 blood pressure meds, I'm only on 1.
Great.
So I went from 7 or 8 to 2.
Well, that's pretty cool. And does it surprise you that this took place in a chiropractor's office, as far as your perception of chiropractic? And you can be honest.
Okay, being honest, yes. We actually talked about it for a long time. Before you met my wife, you know she's healthy and she believes in a healthy lifestyle.
Very much.
Without her, she made this a lot easier because the 2 of us together, and she lost a couple of sympathetic dress sizes too, so she's happy.
Good.
We talked about it for a long time, and my perception of chiropractic before this was neither bad nor good. It just was, and I didn't make me afraid because I was in a chiropractic office, but I wasn't sure how it would work out. To be honest, the whole thing is, I know chiropractic is a component of this, but I don't feel like chiropractic's the focus of this. Getting well and having a sustainable, healthy lifestyle is the focus of this, and that's cool. So did it scare me away a little? Yeah, but once I got my head wrapped around it, it was, yeah, and now I don't think twice.
Right, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Not at all.
You think you'll be continuing in the office?
Absolutely. In fact, we were talking about that last week. Well, again, we were just talking about it. My daughter just got married, so consequently, you know, I travel a lot. And usually, even when I traveled, I was here twice a week. But for the past 2 weeks, with all the stuff going on, I missed. And Chris and I were talking about it. My wife and I were talking about it, and she said, "No, you're making a mistake. You must go back." And truthfully, she's exactly right. The discipline and the support that comes from here is critical, and it helps me tremendously. So you're stuck with me for a lot longer.
Okay. Well, you're stuck with us too. We
Cool.
appreciate it.
No
Thanks so
problem.
much, Mike.
No trouble.